Welcome to Duffys. Welcome to Duffys, where our motto is...
Welcome to Duffys.
Welcome to Duffys, where our motto is, the wheels are turning, somebody pays.
Where our motto is can do.
Where our motto is overpromise and underdeliver.
You're probably wondering
how long is this video going to take?
how I got in this video.
You're probably wondering how did Duffys get started.
From day one,
We have strived to make customer relations
Our #1 priority. And to uphold the values set in place by
our founder, Frank Duffy. Frank Duffy tried pretty much everything before he started this company. He was a troubleshooter for Boston Gas. He did the same job in Florida. He worked for about an hour and a half or 2 hours, I think, at Revere Copper and Brass.
He had lots of really unusual jobs. Washing airplanes for Mohawk Valley Airlines.
He sold bomb shelters at one point to people.
He had a friend named Ralph who had a business, or was partners, I think, in a business repairing radios and things like that, toasters and blenders and things. And Ralph got sick and he couldn't work anymore, so my dad went and helped him out and worked for him, and eventually ended up buying that part of the business out, and they started in GE and Toastmaster toasters, and that's how they got into the commercial end of it.
And he took that and started building a business that he could support his family from, and grew it into a business where we were working with manufacturers to do warranty work, and then from there to grow it even further to be a base from which restaurants, hospitals, nursing homes and the like, and small business restaurants could rely on us to keep their equipment running.
They hired their first employee, John Munn, who was still employed with us.
When I started, we worked out of a garage for a few years before we built this house and this place up here, and everything we did was out of here.
We built a house in front of it was a chicken coop, and we just kept expanding on that chicken coop, and that's our main office today. Still the original chicken coop building is there. It's the Utica shop and the break room and the parts room.
I never had a terse word from Frank. He was always available to answer questions. He was always there. Frank, I think, was one of the greatest mentors. He's a guy that seemed to know a lot about a little bit of everything mechanical.
I think Frank was a person that always looked for your good side, always tried to help you out in whatever way he could, and was just a good person to know and have as a friend.
I thought, what a guy. There was nothing that he was beyond him doing.
He was a person who did a lot of things for a lot of people and never took any credit for it. He never told you what he did. If you found out, it was only by accident. He had a great sense of humor. About himself, it was a lot of fun to work with Duff in those days. When I was little, he was voted meanest uncle by all of the Tecatlis, but the more time I spent with him, the more I realized he really wasn't, and he was just a lot of fun and a great guy to be around.
If I had to describe him in a word, it would be leather, which is weird. Leather is resilient. It's tough, it's hard, it's also very soft. He basically did whatever it took to get the job done. Very creative, very outside the box. He was a finisher, no doubt about it.
The first vehicle that I remember was that Dodge Colt mail truck with the right side drive on it. Really had seen better days.
Well, the first one I had was my own vehicle, which was a 1968 Dodge Charger. After the Charger was I think the Polaris, I think we had.
From there, he bought his first Dodge van, and it was brand new. I can remember him being so proud of it. After that, I think he bought a couple of vans, but he also bought Aspen wagons, which were should never have been a service vehicle. The vans that he bought, at first he bought from auctions, and we used to go to the Niagara Mohawk auction and buy these god-awful vans.
The first new vans we bought were the Astro vans, and then we bought them until they didn't make Astro vans anymore, and now we're driving full-size vans.
I really appreciated him taking a young guy who seemed to know nothing and had very little confidence and throwing a lot of trust in me to build his business on.
Whatever people think of me wherever I am now, it's because of Frank and Gloria. couldn't think of anybody better than Frank and Gloria.
I'd like to thank Duff for what he's created and the opportunity I've been given.
I'd like to thank Duff for this company and the opportunities that have been provided to me.
Well, thanks, Dad. I have told you many times, but it's never enough. The opportunities that you gave me, I couldn't ask for more.
I want to say thank you to Frank Duffy and to Gloria for all the time that they put up with all of my foolishness and all of the stupid things I did. And thank you for the chances that I was given that no one else would have given me.
Thank you, Uncle Frank.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You were definitely one hell of a guy.
Bill Cheney.
Mike Burke.
Timothy J. Radrich.
Bob Edwards.
Frank Fetterman.
John Munn.
Tim Pritchard. Patrick Duffy. Paul Tacott.
Could you give a short description of Paul T's role with Duffy's?
Unnecessary.
If you could redesign the Duffy's uniform, how would it be different?
A tasteful shirts, t-shirts, jeans, lingerie, or revealing bathing suit type thing. You don't want to do anything too risque.
If you weren't working here, where do you think you would be working?
McDonald's, Burger King, Applebee's, Zeb's, all those types of places.
Could you tell us about your son, Andrew?
Mentally, there's a lot of issues.
Is there anyone at Duffy's you really just can't stand to be around?
Paul Tacott, Andy Tacott, Matt Tacott, Mike Tacott, John Munn, Al Janik, Bob Edwards, Sean Proyle, Scott, God help me, I don't remember what his last name. Trish Huser, Donna Ronsville, Mindy Aiken, Andy Mangino, Jim Rice, Chuck Becca. Do you want me to keep going?
Do you want me to pick my nose or something?
How hard is it to keep Patrick happy?
I think it's a hard job. It's a very hard job on your knees. You spend a lot of time kneeling down on rock hard floor.